Some conditioning movement and add a little bit of movement to it. No wahala, no wahala. Seriously. You understand? But before I start, you know how it goes now. We need energy! No wahala. Are you there? Did you hear what I just had now? I need to set you in the mood. And end of story. I think the system is ready for us to go. So straight to the matter. One conditioning movement, one abdominal movement that will hit your forehead everywhere. And let's say go. This is what I call it Imole ski jump. Are you there? You know what I'm talking about conditioning. You have to go up like Ogbono when they put them inside, you know that pot, put that on top. So your heart rate goes up a little bit. That was the ski Imole jump. Let's add a core movement. We're going to start from the lower. Okay, let's say we're going to do a flutter cake. That's what it be. This is Imole flutter cake. Just make sure no space on my lower back. And engagement. Your pelvic muscle at the highest level. Walking as if tomorrow already. I know you want to have flat tummy. Remember, your flat tummy starts in your kitchen. Now I don't go. Agba, are you there? PA, are you there? I'm going to call out name. I want to make it interesting. Everybody must continue to make sure they want. You have to train those muscles. Then we are under muscle. Now this one is a Imole burpees. Watch out more. When you do like this, you start going down. Then go down. Shake it. Did you see that? This is going to be our second one, conditioning. Right, let's go. One down. Two down, brother. Still on the matter. Enjoy yourself. Have to stop a little bit. Now we're going to go egg your opening. I call this one. This is what they say now. Accordion crutches. But you know what? The Imole accordion crutches. See what happens here. When you're here. Did you see that? Your openings. I know those women, they like to wear, you know those clothes that they bring shape out. Don't worry. But remember, nutrition is key. Oh my God, I'm so feed of this afternoon. You know why now? Father's Day. And let's go to our burpees again. One more time. Don't forget to Imole burpees. I'm not telling you a good form. And let's go to the other side of the world, your place. We're almost there. Don't they give me small signal. Imole accordion crutches. Now here, you're going to get it for your obliques. Your obliques. Oh, these Imole things are sweet. Oh my God. I'll stay in the game. No problem. Remember, tomorrow, make sure you get those your words. Endorphins activated. If you start tomorrow without getting your workout in, our problem is no wahala. Agba, are you there? Agba, are you there? Oh my God, Mr. Roland, are you there? Are you there? Oh my God, they want me to continue. Look at me. They're there. Okay, still on the matter. The matter kick off your lower half. You know the legs in the last one to do. You know easy. Oh my God, let's go. I see some names in my head ringing out. How about that? I want to get me. Oh my God, I got that in as well. I have time. Maybe today is Father's Day. You know, maybe the fathers pray so hard, you know. We carry a lot of cross, you know. And let's celebrate some time when you want to Imole burpees. At the end of the day, Imole burpees must be done. Salute to the fathers. Come on. Oh my God, come on. But remember, not everybody can do both. Pick your poison. You can't do the jumping jack. Imole jumping jack. Oh my God. So come. Oh me, I want to go. What's happening? You're not going anywhere, Mr. No Yama Yama. You're not going anywhere. You are in this game. They started they go. You must have plantomy. Remember, your plantomy is your nutrition, your lifestyle. Hey, Imole. Check this. Oh, when they sit me like tomorrow. Oh my God. Should I be going? I don't see the signature. Oh.
Raise your voice and shout. Come on.
Rejoice. I don't have good things, I don't know. Every minute more. Now in they move me, they lead me, they go. On God, mine is made up. Of course, no going back. Non-stop, on the spot. If you go down the road. I'm steady, revving, won't throttle, got eyes on the prize. But I'm not any couple, snatching from his hand. If I take you, oh, I will read, oh, I will be through. That's why I call you. To follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus.
I can never come back. It's already too late. It won't make sense. Where am I going to? It's already too late. I've already come too far. It's already too late. We won the war. We will spend the billions. We will spend for Jesus. We will shift the culture. We will heal the sick. We will raise the dead. Transform the nation. We will hear well done. We will fund the war. We will spend the billions. We will spend for Jesus. We will shift the culture. We will heal the sick. We will raise the dead. Transform the nation. We will hear well done. To follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. We can't come back now. No man lives there. It's already too late. We can't come back now.
Never turn back.
We won the war. We spent the will stand for Jesus. We will shift the culture. We will heal the sick. We will raise the dead. Transform the nation. In the air we are done. We will burn the world. We will spend the billions. We will stand for Jesus. We will shift the culture. We will heal the sick. We will raise the dead. Transform the nation. Till we ever come.
Adékúnlé ò fẹ́ wàhálà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ò fẹ́ ní ìra rárá. Jẹ́jẹ́ lọ́mọ Èkó Adékúnlé máma ń lọ ní tiẹ̀ ọjà rẹ̀. Akíkanjú ọmọ akin. Adékúnlé máa wo wọ́n níran. Ọmọ Mòróhùn Fólú máa wò wọ́n níran. Ò fẹ́ wàhálà, ò fẹ́ ìnira láyé torí orí adé níyàn. Adékúnlé ṣá máa wò wọ́n níran.
People wey no dey feed you, always the first to talk about your life. Look at the irony, came you from public, only begging for side. Don't get it twisted, no. I know the kids ask me that shit, it's not healthy. Keeping my distance, so some people are worse than pandemic. If it go cause my peace, then I go take my leave. If it no be money, do not disturb me, please. If it go cost my peace, that's some expensive shit. Oh. If it no be money, do not disturb me, please. I just roll up. It is what it is. Yeah.
Are you looking for a spacious, serene, beautiful, and comfortable environment for your event? Then
NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises is the place to be. With about 3,065 seating capacity,
NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises provides a well-secured land and car parking lot for your wedding receptions, birthday parties, religious and school activities.
Our conference.
Hello, a lovely afternoon out there to you as I welcome you to the Sunday Show Sports segment. Today, Rilwan is around and we are good to go. Good afternoon, Rilwan.
Good afternoon, Pastor.
Yeah, let's start with basketball. Within the week, Hakeem, the Dream Olajuwon, was named as one of the co-owners in Eastern Rocket, a club he formerly played for during his playing career. Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon is a Nigerian basketballer who finished from University of Austin and then moved to Houston Rockets, where he plays alongside Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, and the rest. Although today all of them have retired from basketball, but Hakeem still hangs around the basketball courts. Presently, Hakeem is in Houston, mentoring young basketballers for the Houston Rockets basketball team. And from our end here, we said congratulations to Hakeem. What did you say about that impressive move from being a player to now being a mentor and a co-owner?
Well, for Hakeem, Hakeem the Dream, that's what he's called mostly.
Yes.
Hakeem the Dream, Hakeem the Dream. In fact, most people don't even know the surname,
They
but that's
don't know,
just
they don't know
Hakeem the
Hakeem the
Dream.
Dream.
So, like you rightly said, they are all retired. Him and his colleague, him and those that he played basketball with, some of them are even late, while some are even nowhere to be found, and some that are around that are just here, and some are not even there at all. For him, I think the dream is still alive. The dream is still going on. Being a footballer a basketballer that everyone would always point our fingers to, that yes, this is one of the great basketballers that we had during our days. And now, him being a co-owner of the team that he played for, it means that the team, Houston Rockets, can only strength to strength, and then he would also use his experience as an ex basketballer of that team to groom and nurture new talent for the Houston Rocket that can take Houston Rocket to greater height. Now, this should also be a wake-up call for those that are currently playing basketball or whatever sport you are engaging in, that you should plan for the nearest future, because the lifespan of any sport player is just 20 years. So what do you want to do after that 20 years? That should be the question for our sportsmen and women. That after you retire, what do you want to do? What do you want to engage in that would not just make you a liability but also an asset?
What will you like to do that will make you an asset, not a liability? Well, away from football, and this time around female football. Congratulations once again to Yemisi Eunice Akintoye. Yemisi Eunice Akintoye is a FIFA badge referee from Nigeria. She has officiated so many matches, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. After the rigorous preparation and fitness training, she was picked as one of the officiating referee for this year female AFCON coming up in July. That's next month on the 5th of July to 25th of July in Morocco. And there we'll have a Nigerian being at the center of the field, blowing. What did you see about her and our performance?
Well, we had any Nigerian officiating in half competitions, either male or female competitions. It's definitely a good one for Nigeria, and then I hope that our referees back home here in Nigeria can see this as a wake-up call, that yes, not only are we blowing for our leagues, for our local competition, but also for us to be picked to go to the bigger stage, because I'm definitely sure that Yemisi would take this appointment as a stepping stone to be called to FIFA World Cup for men, and for female, for the women as well, because we can see now that women referees are playing both in the male competition and then the female competition. So this one is a plus for Nigeria, and then the Nigerian Association referee can also see this as a wake-up call that yes, we have someone that we can point to that has been groomed from Nigeria that can officiate on the My own worry is, would she be a center referee? That is just my own concern. That would she be a center referee?
Well, will she be a center referee? Next month we will decide that, and we will see if she's going to be at the middle of the pitch or at the flank of the pitch.
But anyone is a plus for Nigeria.
That's just it. Well, time is no longer on our side. But before we go, the FIFA World Club Cup kick-started late last night stroke this morning in the US, and we saw in the first match Al Ahly of Egypt and Inter Miami of the USA, and the game ended 0-0. I saw the match. I didn't watch the match, but when they were entering the stadium, I saw them. The turnout was large, based on the fact that Lionel Messi plays for Inter Miami, and secondly, there was crowd also for Al Ahly because most Egyptians are in that city, and we saw what played out at the end of the match, 0-0. Today, in still Group A, there's still a match in Group A today between Primeira of Brazil and FC Porto of Portugal. Then we are going to see in Group B the fireworks between PSG and Atletico Madrid. While the second match will be Botafogo of Brazil and Celta Sounder of America. What is your takes on today's matches? And tomorrow, Chelsea is playing too tomorrow. What is the fate of Chelsea? What is the fate of Man City against Wydad Casablanca?
Definitely, all European teams are expected to go through to the next round of the Cup. While we can only wish our African teams the likes of Casablanca, the likes of
Al Ahly, and Sunderland
of South Africa, the very best, because this is a stage where you have to miss. PSG versus
Atletico
Madrid. This is a normal UEFA Champions League match that everybody will just get. This time around, it is not happening in the evening, but rather in the late evening. Yes. So that's just part of it. So and we were quite skeptical about the attendance of people at the opening game, because reports were that the ticket sold for $250, but people were not turning up that. They had to cash it down to 40 pounds or dollars, I think. So, but it has started. The competition has started, and I think as the competition progresses, we are going to see more people turning in for the game.
Competition has started.
Yes,
quite all right. But there's a player that is going to miss out. He plays for Boca Juniors. The reason he's missing out was because he was not given a visa to America. How did you see the visa issue and football interwoven himself into what we don't want to see in football?
Yes, I think this is something that has repeated itself in almost all our sporting activity. And thank God this is not a Nigerian issue now. It's a global issue that I think sport teams and federations and competition can always look into, so that teams will not be deprived of their players, so that they won't come out and say, it's because we are missing one or two of our players, that's why we were not able to perform at our maximal best. But I think the issue of visa should always be one of the things that clubs and teams should always sort out before a competition progresses.
Well, that's what time can permit us for today. Mr. Rilwan, I really felt happy seeing you, and I believe you'll be around next week.
Yeah, definitely.
We go to the World Club Cup, then we look into the female AFCON that is coming up next month. Yeah. Well, it has been a lovely day presenting this to you. Well, time is no longer on our side, and we are going, but the the shows continue after this time out. Let's go to the market and see some of the things we can that will bring it money to the station. From my end, I say bye bye as the Sunday show crew with Ene and Yomi comes back after the break.
To Occasion Testa, a stylish and modern African setting company with vibrant colors and design, importer and exporter in different kinds of fabrics, well-loaded warehouse of various designs of fabric, taking you through to the shop's outlet where displayment is your pick-up point. Well-equipped staff to carry out your satisfactory services, introducing you to our management where completing better services as well as your satisfaction is our major. Imagine wearing traditional styles and elegance, giving you the definition of confidence. A bustling marketing environment with a quick cut in between fabrics. Our extensive range of fabrics include intricate designs within colors and unique textures that reflect individual styles and personality. Our collections constantly involving new and exciting fabrics being added daily. For more information on our services and location nationwide, visit our website www.oksintesa.com or our social media handle. For quick customer services, call 070-4073-8601. Okesing Testa, not just a home for fabric, but a place where tradition meets elegance.
At Sono Plastics, customers' needs are our priority. We give you all the attention you need. With us, our customers are king. Located at kilometer 40, Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, Ijoko, Ogun State. Sono Plastics Limited. We're just a phone call away. Contact us through 080-2783-5332. You can reach us through any of our lines in social media handles. Sono Plastics Limited. Come, let us treat you like a king.
Are you looking for a spacious, serene, beautiful, and comfortable environment for your event? Then
NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises is the place to be. With about 3,065 seating capacity,
NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises provides a well-secured land and car parking lot for your wedding receptions, birthday parties, religious and school activities.
our conference hall is convenient for company annual general meetings, lectures, seminars, or workshops, with just 200,000 naira only.
You can use our entire space and also have your event covered with a token which will be aired on our social diary program.
For inquiries, please contact our marketing department, NTA Lagos Channel Show, or call Chibuzo
on 0812-324-5519
and Gmo
on 003-830-1669.
NTA Lagos premises affordable just for you.
Yeah, that was a beautiful one from the sports section, and we say congratulations to Akeem for being a mentor indeed. Let's go into what we have for today. Over the week, it was a beautiful section when vision turned reality at Ikotun, when the gate of Riga Castle opened for a new work section for the world. Let's take a look into this celebration, and it was indeed a grand opening at Ikotun Axis.
It was a beautiful Thursday afternoon as the Regal Castle Event Center officially opened its doors to the public. Located at 127 to 137 Ikotun Idimo Road, Ikotun, this stunning venue promises to redefine event hosting with its elegant It was a beautiful Thursday afternoon as the Regal Castle officially opened its doors to the public. Located 7 to 137 Ikotun Idimo Road, Ikotun, this stunning venue promises to redefine event hosting with its elegant ambience and top-tier facilities.
I have the privilege and honor to declare the Regal Event Center open on this day, 12th of June, 2025.
Speaking at the event, the management of Regal Castle expressed their excitement about bringing a world-class venue to the heart of Ikotun. We envisioned a space where celebrations come to life, where memories are made, and where every event feels extraordinary, said a representative.
mission is to ensure that we continue to innovate. Even as we completed the building, we have been given suggestions that we are already planning to implement in terms of improving the current infrastructure. And over time, what we want to do is have this as a brand name for event centers.
Regal Castle it was not a place that was built in a hurry. It was built to serve a purpose. The purpose of which is to create ease and comfort for every client that comes in here. It's a place where they feel like royalty and they are treated like royalty.
We have shop left that we rent out for photocopies and also for persons that would love to use our shop left space. We are very particular about sound, so we decided to get 8-line array speakers that will 2 kilometers.
Guests were treated to a tour of the venue, showcasing its spacious halls, exquisite decor, and state-of-the-art amenities designed to accommodate weddings, corporate events, and social gatherings.
The ambience of this area, it has added to the aesthetic of this environment, one. And two, it has further curated economic emancipation to both the local government, the state, and the federal.
I've been part of this from the beginning. I was coming here all the time. He was working on this, and I'm glad to see a beautiful result.
Regal Castle Event Center is set to become a premier destination for unforgettable events in Lagos.
Hello, that was beautiful, beautiful. We say a big congratulations to them. Yes, yes, yes. Now, my guest is in the studio with us, and like I said earlier, this topic is timely, this topic is essential. Talking about inheritance and letters of administrations. What happened when one is gone? Yes. Why is it important to have a will? What are letters of administration? This will be our crux of discussion with us as we have a seasoned legal expert. Yes, with us. She is Barrister Amaka, Uzo Amaka Onimodo. Looking so beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to Sunday Show.
Thank you very much.
Thank
so
you
good
for
to be
joining us.
Thank you very much, and happy Father's Day to our fathers out there. And just like you said, it's a timely one for us. So thank you very much.
Nice. So before we begin, tell us the importance of having a will.
Okay. Well, as you said earlier, it's a timely day for us, timely issue for this day. Now, most times when people pass on, there are a lot of laws guiding them. Some are customary laws, Islamic law, and customary Islamic, some so they are Christian. But they have their shortcomings. Some of them are not favorable to women or children born outside marriage. But when you have a will is a written document by the owner of an estate, or what we call an estate is what you have in a will. But basically, a will tell the people that are alive after he has gone that this is how I want my things to be done. And people believe that whatever is written in the will is so sacrosanct. It's sacrosanct. So they don't want anything to, in fact, you know how we are in Africa. Yeah. They don't want the dead to flog them, that they didn't do what they want.
Exactly.
So people, but even outside that, the law also does not joke with a deceased person's property, especially when it is clearly spelled out. So having a will gives an advantage over how things run when you are gone, to make sure that everything goes on, where you don't have your family fighting over who owns what or which goes to them. Fine, once in a while we have people, fighting over, family members fighting, saying that, the will was not, one or two things. They contest the will. We've had situations where wills are contested, but once there's this contest, it doesn't end even with the fact, it is still taken to court. So there's still a way of making sure that whatever is is meant to be done is done via this will. So the will is always important, to help to sort out issues when there are ambiguities, confusion, quarrels, fights amongst family members or beneficiaries, because the people that will gain from this are called the beneficiaries of the will. Yes.
So why do people avoid writing wills, especially Africans?
Yes. Is it that when you write will, you are foreseeing that you die
you're moving closer to your grave. That seems to be the interpretation. To
Yes, that has. But you know, one thing about everything in life is that there's always wrong notion, the wrong view, and the right view. And that is why sometimes situations like this, programs like this help to cancel all those wrong, to remove those cobwebs that are hanging there and making people not to have the right opinion. Because you don't know who's going to die tomorrow. Death does not even have age limit. It can be 1 month, it can be a 90-year-old man may be expected to die, and in that same family, a 2-year-old child dies. So it's just like what you said, there's this fear that, oh, once I write my will, I'm already, so the person just cross the legs, okay, anything can happen at any time. But it doesn't work that way. And you should know that when a will is written, when the person writes, the first will, he may still, he may decide
Room to change or
change,
add or
addition,
stop.
change. You can add what we call a codicy, you add. So you don't change the first will, you just keep adding extra. Yes, it's called the codicy. So once he feels, oh, I just bought a property in Banana Island, I need to add it. So you add to it. Yes. So by the time you start early enough, you know what you want to add or what you don't want to add. So, but all in all, it is just a matter of myth. People just believe that once I write my will, I should know that.
Want to write the will.
Yes, I should know that. But the funniest thing is that it's not even only men that write will. Women write wills too. Women write
But
wills
I want
too.
to ask, what are the things that are necessarily to be included in the will to make it valid? Are there some information that are vital?
What makes a will valid? It is not just the information. It is the person, the process. Before you can make your will, you must be of sound mind. So somebody that is having mental issue or is going through mental disorder cannot be said to have done a valid will. So the first thing is that the person must be of sound mind. The person must be an adult. Then also the person will have a property. Those are things that make your will valid. Then you now get a lawyer. The law allows you to write your will and hide it under your bed or whatever. But the law has, there are laws guiding this thing across the state because it is state by state. There are laws guiding how you should do all those things. So by the time the will is written, the lawyer will guide you on whether you want your will. Do you want everything to go to one person? Do you want it to go to an individual, a group? Do you want specific? Do you want it? All those things, the person will help you to guide. The lawyer will guide you to write it properly. And at the end of the day, it is now, put in the court's what we call lodgement. It is lodged in probate registry because the section of the court that deals with wills is called the probate registry.
Probate registry.
The probate registry.
What
So don't just walk into the court and say, I want to, no. A will is will and letters of administration. Anything that has to do with deceased person's property is handled by the probate registry of the High Court. Is it the High Court? And it is in every state. All the states have their own High Court.
So what's the legal difference between a will and letters of administration?
Okay, fine. I will let you know. A will, when somebody dies and leaves a will, it is said that he died tested. There's a testament which he left about how his property or her property should be administered. So there's no argument. Even if you take it to court to test it, as far as it meets all the conditions that make it valid, it will stand. But where the person, just like fear, like we are saying now, oh, I don't want to die, and eventually he keeps saying, I will, and ends up not writing the will.
Procrastination.
Yes. I'm waiting for one thing or the other, and the unexpected happens. He has died intestate. So if he died, it's either he died testate or intestate. When the person dies intestate, which is without leaving a will, the people who are like his wife and children. For instance, if the person has a wife and children, the wife and children can go and apply at the probate registry for letter of administration.
Without the lawyer.
It has now to be through it. They can go on their own, just like most legal documents. You may decide to do it on your own, but you know that the lawyer understands better because it is not just what's in there, it's guidance of the lawyer.
I need to be practical here. If, for example, there is a particular lawyer that was engaged in
Mhm.
writing the will,
Mhm.
probably without the consent of the family, but one of the family got to know that, yeah, there is a will, there's a testament. How could that family approach the courts?
Okay, now, when a will is lodged, a copy is left in the court's archives there, where they lodge,
Okay.
where the cops, where those where the wills are kept and lodged. It is in
At
the
the
courts,
probate registry.
yes, in the registry there, it is there. Now, when it is there, there's the person that has left this will is supposed to like signal, or there's also a document that is given to the to the owner of the will to keep handy. That is why you have safe and all those things. Keep it in a safe place. I know that
Yeah.
once I'm gone, they will see this. Do you understand? All those things, the sign of stamp and everything, it will be sealed. The court seal will be on it. It will be in an envelope sealed. It will be seen. Then you can approach the High Court and say, want to know whether there's a copy of this
Okay.
lodged in the court registry,
Okay.
or whatever reference he makes. You can go to the court. There's a number there already. You can go to the court. The court, make application to court. Then they will approach, through the probate registry to know if there's a copy of this will in the court. Once it is there,
Then
then the
case is
process
solved.
starts. No,
It starts.
it is solved, but
Okay.
what happens that once there is a will, there will still be written of will. They will give them after the person must have been buried. There's the time limit to which they can now approach the probate registry, and they now read the will. There'll be written of will. There's a process, reading of will, making sure, because when the person writes a will, there are executors. You don't just say, "I've divided this and give this. The executors to this will who will make sure that what is written in this will is followed.
Duly
Duly followed. Nobody takes what belongs to the others, and that is the work of the executors mentioned in the will.
So back to that letter of administration.
Yes.
Now, I want you to still clearly explain it. When the family, the immediate family, like the wife or child, walks into the court to write that letter.
Okay. Now, the immediate family, for instance, someone that does not have a child and didn't even get married, but decided that I want to be, but still has it. We have some people like that. They have property, whether one or two or three.
Yeah.
The fact that I even have one is enough.
Yeah.
It's enough. And you should also know, when we mention property, like we've been saying here, it is not just physical property. It's not just a house. It's not just a boat. It could be shares. It could be shares. It could be bank shares. It could be royalties. You may be a musician and have royalties. You must have had endorsements here and there, or things, royalties that that for next how many years from copyright. Those are things that let us on. So that by the time this your family members, either your wife, your spouse, or your children, or where the person is not married, even the immediate family members, the brothers can apply through a lawyer, or even by themselves, walk to the probate registry and say, we want to apply for a letter of administration. What happens here is that they'll be given a form to fill.
Okay.
They need to fill a lot of forms. Not just something they will say, I'm his brother, and they want to believe them. No. It passes through the probate registry. There are forms to be filled. There are, information, identification of different sorts, even interview. Wow. They even need to have guarantors. Interview, and all those things. And it will still pass through the probate judge before it is even released. So it is not something that will just come out
like that,
because you said you are the brother too. No. They are interviewed, they bring guarantors, they bring their statements sometimes and all those things. Just to verify that they are related to the person and they ought to be administrators of this estate.
Okay, we are still with Barrister, and in case you have your questions, please feel free to drop it on the comment section there we are there on Facebook and also on YouTube. Drop your questions on the comment section. Do you think adults should write a will? Do you have questions about writing your will? This is the best time for our guests to treat your question. Yeah. So, Barrister, please permit me to share this question with you. My uncle made a will, but some family members are contesting it. What step can I take?
just like we said before, it is still for you to make sure that you get a lawyer. If your uncle has left a will and family members, the test, by the time it is tested in court, the will will be tested. Like I said, it will be put through all
the follow-ups, the process.
Yes, in the process of saying, okay, this will is not valid, or they must have grounds for contesting it, and it will still be tested, through law of evidence, presenting the evidence in court and everything, and the court will do. So, because there's nothing he can do other than wait for the court. If he feels an interested party, he can get a lawyer to represent him in the whole process. Yes, you can get a lawyer to represent you and advise you on your own stand in the event that you feel you're a beneficiary or the outcome of whatever the court will decide will affect you. Then you need to get a lawyer to also stand in for you, let you know what is going in court, because they may explain to you with every court session. They may come back and tell this what the court said, and you don't even understand. So you need to get a lawyer to also help you, to guide you, to let you know what is happening in court.
Okay, so what are some common mistakes in drafting a will?
Exactly. Well, the major mistake I think in drafting a will is sometimes when people are drafting a will, they don't make it confidential.
Okay.
They let somebody that maybe they would let somebody that ought not to know, maybe a beneficiary. I don't know. Like they say, the heart of man is wicked.
Yeah.
It's deep. The person may just be a simple, nice person, but by the time the person content of the will, you feel so. After all I've done, we've seen some small things play out over time. After all I've done for this person, this is when he has placed me in the will.
Yeah.
So that is one thing. Then number two is they should get a lawyer to do it for them. A lawyer that's been handling this to make sure that it is lodged in the. So those are little mistakes. Ordinarily, the will, you can just decide to even write it and say, in any format, this is what I want to be done. That is all.
Okay, so Barrister, will come back to you, but we'll go on this quick break. I know the conversation is very intense, it's very timely, but we'll come back. Let's just go on this break. Stay tuned.
What we're basically doing today is to search for the tastiest biscuits ever on the playground. You guys ready? Yeah! The search starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
Sona biscuits are rich in flavor, nourishment, and excitement. Grab a bite today.
Are you looking for a spacious, serene, beautiful, and comfortable environment for your event? Then
NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises is the place to be. With about 3,065 seating capacity,
NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises provides a well-secured land and car parking lot for your wedding receptions, birthday parties, religious and school activities.
Our conference hall is convenient for company annual general meetings, lectures, seminars, or workshops, with just 200,000 naira only.
You can use our entire space and also have your event covered with a token, which will be aired on our social diary program, Mary Lane.
For more inquiries, please contact our marketing department, NTA Lagos Channel 10, Tejo Show, or call Chibuzo
on 0812-324-5519
and Gmo
on 003-830-1669.
NTA Lagos premises affordable just for you.
The Sunday show, yes, and my guest is still here discussing wills and estates of administration and inheritance, and it's been a beautiful conversation. Okay, so Barrister, there's this myth that writing of wills is just for the rich alone. A lot of people don't believe that they can also have their will. What do you have to say about that?
Well, you said it is a myth. Someone called me like 3 days ago, and he said that he has one property that he wants the child to inherit when he passes on.
Okay.
So, and that's just one property. And why is he doing that? The person has different children. No, I want this one to go to this person. He has another one located outside Lagos, but he wants this one in Lagos to go to this person. So whether you have one, you have two. As far as you don't want problem, it's not the number of property you have that will make you draft a will. It is to make sure that whatever it is you have goes to the right person. You can decide that it won't even go to any family member. The will, yes. Some people have written wills and they don't give, maybe because they've had problem with their children and their wives, and the person, or with the husband. Some women believe that, oh, my husband is a gold digger. And the man himself believes that the woman married him for this purpose. Or maybe over time they've had issues with the marriage, and some of them would have settled their family while they're alive. That inheritance, giving your family what you want to give them, is not only when you die. That is the story for another day. It is not only through wills. You can decide to give them while they're alive. It's called intervivals. Okay. You can give them intervivals. So whether you have one or two, the reason is not by number of property that you're preparing a will. It is by the fact that you want peace in your home. You want
to prevent chaos. Yeah.
You want that thing to go to a particular person or for a particular purpose. That is why you're preparing your will. So it's not because you have 10 properties or 20.
Okay, Barrister, please enlighten us. There is this family that already have a will, but because the lawyer involved felt the father or the concern have maybe bills. So what are you going to say in this regard? How would this be handled?
Okay, going back to myths. There's this myth again, when you are, when a will is drafted, inheritance could also include debts, liabilities of that deceased person that he wouldn't take care of before he died.
Are you serious?
Yes. It could also include liability. I can tell you, okay, for as simple
so the person is owing some debt, so you
as simple as even a cooperative society. If you took a loan from corporate and you pass on, then you have to pay. Yeah. I have a friend who, a lawyer, told me that when the person died, they went to his family. Your father is owing us.
Okay.
You need to so you need to pay. Now, an estate of a person can be sued for the death of the deceased person. Okay. They can sue. So there should not be a window to, because you are owing, for instance, if you are owing the kind of debt that can run out the company because you are dead, as far as that is your personal property, it is part of your estate. Whoever is handling your estate, for instance, if they get a letter of administration, if a letter of administration is given, let's say the person that died is Mr. So. It should not be estate of Mr. So. Okay. Mr. ABC has passed on. The children D and E apply, maybe the wife DEF apply for letter of administration. Okay. They are supposed to pay off debt. So the people that are being owed will now sue the estate of ABC for unpaid debt, which the family ought to settle above every other, asset. That means before they share, they are supposed to settle debt. So you don't go and take over what belongs to another person. You will say no. It is that person's property first before you now became a person. So you are supposed to settle all those things. Likewise, if there's a will and the person is owing, the executors. That's why there are people that are put in charge. If it's a will, it's the executors. If it is a letter of administration, then it will be the administrators of the will. Those people that applied, 2 or 3 people that applied, or more than, depending on how they are the administrators to make sure that these assets are shared. Their duty is to make sure that these assets are shared.
Time is not really on our side.
Yes.
We're rounding up. But quickly, women and children are often marginalized when it comes to inheritance. How can this be prevented? Quickly, please.
Because, like we had said earlier, customary law, Islamic law, or some other laws that is dependent on some beliefs, sometimes marginalize some people, even children born outside of wedlock. The fact that it is the person that, if this person is the father or mother of the child, ought to have been, at least be a beneficiary in their will or their assets. So by drafting a will, you help to, cure some of those problems. Because that child that is being looked upon as not being, you can say that it is my son, even the one that was not known. You put it that this is my child, should inherit this. My daughter should inherit this.
So it should be clearly stated.
It will be clearly stated. So
Wow.
by having a will, you have to take care of all those problems.
Barrister Amaka, you just have to come back. So that we'll do like a part 2 of this.
Honestly,
Thank
there
you
is a need
so
for
much.
that.
Thank you so much. This has been a very interesting conversation. We are so grateful to have you here. And what's better time to discuss this if not now? Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Okay, viewers, this is where we wrap up the show. Thank you so much for watching. Join us again same time next Sunday for another beautiful episode. My name is Ene Hassan, and I'm saying bye-bye. Yomi?
Oh, yes, it's really wonderful, especially having the special guest. And we're going to say, please don't forget to make it a date with us. Next week is going to be a wonderful edition. You won't want to miss that. I'm signing out. Oluwayomi Oluwapelumi. It's my name. Bye.
Bye, and happy Father's Day again.
Happy Father's Day.
Wait. From urgent bills to business dreams to family goals. At Princeps, we understand that every moment counts. That's why we offer flexible, stress-free loan solutions. Whether you're a C earner, NYSC member, or government employee, explore our loan products today. Credit Wallet, Credit Alert, Credit Light for public and private sector salary earners, then Corporate Wallet for group members. We've got you back with quick approvals, no collateral, and zero hassle. Because when money meets possibilities, you don't just survive, you win.
Missing out, you be the only thing we happen to me. Oh, missing out, you be the only thing we happen to me. But it's a lie. Missing out, you be the only thing we happen to me. Oh, now you be the only thing we happen to me. We happen to me. Say you better be the only thing Jesus says.